Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is me, it is I, Lori, back again with another video. I'm sure you guys are wondering why the setup is different, but you would know in a couple of videos to go. But let's focus on why I'm here. So from the title, I'm sure you guys are like, okay, what's Loretta gonna talk about today? I'm sure obviously you know already, but I'm here to talk about college tips. As a freshman, I know a lot of us are going into first year uni after the whole pandemic, but there's still a pandemic there. But yeah, we're all going into uni and we're a bit lost, we're a bit confused. We don't know what to expect, what to do. We're going into a very, very different world, a very different ball game entirely. And it can be a little bit overwhelming, if I do say so myself. For those of you who are stopping by for the first time, my name is Lori. I'm a second year student at Simon Fraser University, and I major in sociology with a minor in contemporary arts. So I'm here to just give you a little bit of the tips and tricks, the little knickknacks here and there you can use for your first year in college, so you do not get carried away, or just a little bit of big sister advice. Not that you asked for it, but I'm here to give it. Anywho, so without too much talking, let's get into the video. Okay guys, yes, so we're back, I'm banging. So yeah, first on my list today would be making friends. This is like the most important thing, and one of the things that can make or break your college experience. Being around the right people, making the right group of friends that would probably be in your life forever. Some will fall by the wayside, you will make someone more in the way. And yeah, but like, to get started making those friends can be hard, because if you come into college not being, like, for example, not being part of like a football team or like a sports team, or like into like you don't come in a group, it could be hard because you are meeting different people. For example, I'm an international student from Nigeria, and you're meeting different people from different ethnic groups, different countries. There's that language barrier. So how do you break that down to make good, long-lasting friendships? I would say be very open-minded. Very open-minded. Even if you're not the most extroverted human being, like I'm not the most extroverted person, and what tip I used was I made one friend on my first day at college. I made one friend, and because that person was so outspoken and I always hung out with that person, in other words, I was able to meet other people through that one person. So if you can do that, you can make friends with someone, like one person that is very social, and with that you can use that as an avenue or a channel to meet a lot more other people. And you also have to, sometimes you have to bring yourself out of your shell. You have to bring yourself out of your comfort zone. Yes, you have to talk to people. It's not all the time people are going to approach you. Sometimes you have to take that step, and it can be hard if you are not that kind of person, that's approachable kind of person. If you don't like to approach people, it can be hard, but you just have to do it. It has to happen, you know. Even the friends I have right now, I made them a couple of months ago. To be honest, like the friends I had in first year, quite a number of them no longer friends with. That story time will come different some of the time. But anywho, yeah, you need to be very intentional, because your friends, they kind of reflect who you, not they sometimes reflect who you are as a person, and they also kind of shape how your uni journey might go. Because I mean, like, you hang out with these people most of the time, you guys do activities together, you probably take the same class, so you are all in the same environment, so there has to be some sort of similarities between all of you to be able to hang out together, obviously. And yeah, so yeah, making friends is hard, it's hard, but you have to be willing and able to put yourself out there. And also, you should not be wanting to, you can't be friends with every single person that approaches you. Some people are more of the acquaintances side, where okay, hi, hey, how you doing? You don't have to be friends with everybody, and that's okay. Yes, that's okay. You don't have to be friends with everybody. Some are like, hi, hey, how you doing? You meet them in class, that's what they're for. Some friends are for, okay, oh, I'm having issues with this assignment, blah, 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 blah. That's all those friends. Not everybody, you shouldn't let everybody into your personal space, because not everybody is deserving of that. Yes, not everybody's deserving of that. And what more can I say? Yeah, that's basically about friends, because I don't want this video to be too long, so let's go on to the next one. Now, getting textbook for your courses. I have never been of the opinion of buying textbooks. Never, 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 never. Do not buy textbooks. Waste of money. Because, for example, if you are an art student like I am, you have to buy like 5-6 textbooks for one course. And those textbooks are hell expensive. So what me, LibGen is your friend. If you want to come for me, come for me. LibGen is your friend. So you can go, if you can't find it on LibGen, if you peradventure have a friend that knows somebody that already took that course and has that textbook, you could get it from them, or you could buy it as a second-hand purchase, which is a lot cheaper than going to buy a brand new textbook. Except like you have run out of all your options completely, and probably is a professor that has made the textbook and told you, you must buy my textbook, and you have no other option, then I'll say, okay, probably you just have to buy the textbook, because some professors are like that, you know. But if that's not the case, please exhaust all your options before buying the textbooks. Yeah, exhaust and save yourself those money. Or you can even borrow from the library. The library is always there for you, you know. Yeah, borrow from the school library. I'm sure they always have those textbooks. And let me check my list. Yes, now this is another important one. It will be your major. Declare your major, finding your major. So most of us, or let me not say most of us, a lot of people come into college and they don't know what they want to do, and that is absolutely okay. That is absolutely fine. That is absolutely okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I came into college as a business student, and here I am. Yes, here I am. You can't, you don't have to have your shit figured out. That's the truth. People change majors all the time. People go from one major to another. They sometimes you like something, but now when you now want to turn that thing into a career, it's seeming to be harder than it actually looked. And that may not be where you want to be really. So it's okay if you have been here, if you're here once and it's not working and you switch, that is fine. But at the same time, try not to be very indecisive. I'll say, like, try and know what you can and cannot do, your strengths and your weaknesses. That will really help. Because for me, when I came in, I knew I was not a math person. I hate math. Anything to do with math, you can't find me there. So I knew business was not even it. It was more like my parents were trying to shove it down my throat, and I was not having it. So I knew business was not it. And then I realized that, okay, I'm very good at writing, because I do enjoy writing. And I took courses that had to do with writing, and I was doing great in them. So I was like, okay, it seems like I need to do majors that have a lot more to do with writing than to do with math. and that's how I found myself in the arts. So even within the arts, I was looking for where do I see myself, where do I want to be, what can I do here, because not at the same time, not everything in the arts was of a particular liking for me. And yeah, the arts is so wide and so vast, so you can be a little bit overwhelmed. But how I ended up in sociology, honey, I don't even know, bruh. I just found myself here. And am I enjoying it so far? Yes, I do like it. I mean, I'm taking a couple of courses in it, and I do enjoy it. But also, I know I've never been. I'm a very creative person, so I'm very big on creative. So I'm full on art. So I dance, photography, fashion. That's me. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing this sociology thing, which is mostly writing, but it's also not giving me a sense of fulfillment which I want, because I'm like, in as much as it's college, most of us may not end up working where our degrees are. I also don't want to waste these 4 years of my life doing something that hasn't added value or I didn't enjoy doing, because for me time is very, very valuable. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing sociology, all well and good, but I don't have, there's a certain fulfillment I'm missing which sociology is not giving me, and that's when my minor came into play. So the issue with this minor thing, initially I didn't want to do a minor because I was like, I just want to do college and get out, because I already had plans on what I wanted to do masters in. So my plan was to do college and get out. But then I was like, okay, I want a bit more. I want to expand. I want to explore more. And that's when my minor came in. And I was like, okay, my school, SFU, offers minors in contemporary art, because initially I wanted to do a minor in dance, but it's harder than it looks on paper. So there's a lot more that goes into it, which I do not think I'll be fully ready to commit. And it's more of like, I don't want to turn a hobby into school, because I might end up hating it along the line. So I didn't want to risk that. So I was like, okay, I needed a minor that would give me, make me well-rounded. And that's why I came up with minor contemporary art. So it's more of like, I have a little bit of everything, but at the same time, I'm still like enjoying what I'm doing. So if you're in the arts and you're looking forward to do contemporary arts minor, is an option for you, you know? And yeah, so that's how I came up with this contemporary art. And so far, so good. I'm loving it. And I feel also balanced with my content creation both on Instagram and on YouTube, because that's like, it's a way of me being expressive and expressing myself through different forms of art and the likes, you know. So yeah, also another tip you could use for school. Yeah, I know most of it. I live in the dorms on campus, and SFU has single living dorms, so you don't have roommates, which I think is a rather fantastic idea, because I don't like sharing my space. For some people, it might not really be. It might not really be, because I mean, to have a roommate, you can have a friend, you can talk. For me, I like my space. The only thing we share are like common areas and the washroom, which is okay. So we don't have to worry about that roommate thing, which is great. It's great. But you know, living on res gives you like the full campus experience, gives you the full wholesome university life. You know, you have the activities on residence, and then you have the activities from school, and it's a really wholesome, or rather fulfilling experience. It can be hectic, it can get crazy, it will get crazy. It will get crazy. You would meet crazy people, but like I said, that's why you tend to have your boundaries which people cannot cross. And when you set those boundaries and tell people, I hope they do learn to, because when they don't respect the boundaries, that's when we're gonna have a problem, you know. But yeah, so you tend to meet people from different walks of life, people and you just tend to learn a lot about people, how people live, how people relate with one another, how people act. Yes, you have to you become very mindful of what people do. People, now I'm just rambling and chatting shit, but you get the drift. So yeah, so try, if you can do it for the first year, I'll say try doing the dorm room life. I mean the campus, living on campus life. It adds a bit of spice. That's the word. A bit of ivoire, as my girl FK would say. A bit of ivoire to your university experience, and then maybe like in your subsequent years you can start to live off campus and whatnot. But that first year experience is usually I would do another video on my first year college experience, because bruh, it was crazy. It was crazy, it was hectic, and I'm glad I have grown from it. I have grown from that because it was crazy, guys. I would definitely, if you guys want a story time, please like this video and just drop it in the comment section. I would come with it because there's a lot of sizzling just there. But anywho, yeah, so that's all for today. I don't want this video to be too long, and if you learned a thing or two, if you have any questions for me, please do not forget to leave your questions in the comment section. And if you got to this part of this video, and why you not subscribe, please subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications so you can get the notification when my video drops, you know, as per the premium subscriber that you are. You know, you get premium content on a daily basis, you know. Yeah, and without too much talking, I will bid you guys farewell, and I will see you in my next video. Lori out. Bye guys.